weight off. I got some keys now, started with an 8-ball. Been sleeping on me way too long, y'all better wake up. I've been grinding so hard, it's about to pay off. I just had to clear my mind to get this weight off. I got some keys now, started with an 8-ball. Been sleeping on me way too long, y'all better wake up. Been sleeping on me way too long, y'all better wake up. I seen them coming for me, go and get a shape up. Better yet, you need to go and get your cake up. They was giving fake love, they really hate us. I stay in them projects, my rent is paid up. The long way made the game, you cannot play us. And we ain't nothing like them, we love our neighbors. I can tell it's grace from God, we got favor. And if you asking about my biddies, I got flavors. But I ain't trying to save her. I ain't stokey, but I run it like the mayor. I made the game, so I'm forever a player. Used to ride the bench, but now I'm ballin' in the majors. You can hit my bip, I just treat it like my pager. I keep it 100, you ain't even got a waiver. My pocket stuffed crust, that's that deep dish paper. I've been grinding so hard, it's about to pay off. I just had to clear my mind to get this weight off. I got some keys now, started with an 8-ball. Just sleeping on me way too long, y'all better wake up. I've been grinding so hard, it's about to pay off. I just had to clear my mind to get this weight off. I got some keys now, started with an 8-ball. Been sleeping on me way too long, y'all better wake up. No love lost, I see you looking at me bipping. Rihanna need you ASAP, it's so bossy how I'm living. Virginia plates on the Honda got me feeling different. I got 1,200, but I'm gon' make these millions. Plus I just got up, I'm ready to go buy me a building. Earn me $1 million, split it with my children. Got my mom on the States, in another state. My bedroom big as fuck, my pool is like a lake. My car is reliable and I ain't never late. Yeah, we getting married, we ain't even got a date. That rollie on my wrist, haters saying it was fake. Dropped a couple bands, put some diamonds in the face. Niggas thought I lost it, niggas better face it. You can't see it now, then you gon' need LASIK. Success, I can taste it. Yeah, I'm about my paper, blowing on that Zaza, it got me feeling aging. I've been grinding so hard, it's about to pay off. I just had to clear my mind to get this weight off. I got some keys now, started with an 8-ball. Been sleeping on me way too long, y'all better wake up. I've been grinding so hard, it's about to pay off. I just had to clear my mind to get this weight off. I got some keys now, started with an 8-ball. Been sleeping on me way too long, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, that shit was so hard. I'm trying to let you get every last little out. You heard me? Shit. God damn. You feel me? But live and direct. You know what I mean? You know, I be putting the hush over the room like Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? But yo, I really only got one thing I want to say for real, Harley.
What's that?
The loners is in the building. Yo, what up, YouTube? What up, Facebook? I just got that from, shout out to Who Camille. She gave me that shit. But you know, this your man Scrap Money, live as engineer in the land. You know what I mean? I'm just here to make sure everybody's voice comes across these airways completely crystal clear. You heard me? Because this is what I fucking do. But live and direct, I have a very special guest in the building with us today. And I'm going to let her introduce herself because, you know, she got that fucking heat.
Man, what's up? It's Big Angel, a.k.a. Harley Cash, man. I am Harley Cash on Instagram, Longway Records, man. I'm in this bitch. Let's get it. We can cuss on here, right?
Oh, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You feel me? You see how hard I said that fuck? You feel me? Oh, every letter came out of that motherfucker. But, what's up, Harley? Yo, I ain't seen you in a minute. What you been up to?
Man, I've been traveling. I just been grinding. I just been doing my music and just working on myself, working on my confidence, working on, you know, my artistry, working on the next level, because I ain't playing no games out here. I ain't playing no games.
That's what it is, you know what I mean? And I'm glad to hear that you know, got such motivation behind you, you know what I mean? Because you need that motivation for your push. But what type of things you been getting into, you know what I mean? I know you still focus on the music. I've been seeing new music come out and everything. I know you've been doing a little acting too. What's up with that?
Yeah, man. I've been at first like I was like, all right, even with the acting thing, cause you know my cousin right here, that's the actor. So I get it. I basically get it from her. Like we share dreams for real. Like that's a big motivation for me.
Right.
So through her, it's like I get to live that as well. So it was like she for real helped me to manifest the acting thing. I got this with Akela Devine, a movie called Paralysis, basically about a boy here that get killed by the police, and that came out back in February. And I got a couple other things like I'm right now and I'm reading scripts and all that. So you know you don't the sky's really the limit. You know what I mean?
So what you know, just to talk about that, you know, to touch on the acting shit, what was like, was it easy or was it hard? You feel me?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like a silly person. Like I play around a lot. So when the camera was in my face, like I couldn't help but to do something like silly that I know I wasn't supposed to do. But it was just like I know what kind of roles I want. I want to go after more comedy roles.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like I shine more doing a comedy than anything else. Cause I get to smile and laugh when I want to. So that's where I'm at with it. But doing something more serious like that, like I had to really like feel the, you know, the energy of the scenes around me. So everybody around me basically helped me to be able to pour that in. So it was easy because of the people around me, the energy and how welcoming the environment was. But it wasn't mentally. I had to get past, like I said, the smiling and the laughing and all that shit.
But you said something right there, how welcoming the environment was. You feel me? Because that plays a major part in anything you try and do. Like if the surroundings ain't right, you know, you're not gonna have that. You're not gonna be in the right zone to really relax.
Yeah, that's facts. That's big facts.
So that's what's up, man. We gonna be looking out for you in that joint. Yo. What's it releasing on?
Right now I had to get back with everybody on how to be able to watch the stuff that I actually did. Cause I did more, but I gotta sit down with myself. I've been so like productive. It's like stuff in the back of my mind that I might need to sit down with some paper and really just tell y'all like that. So next time I come back, I have links and everything for everybody to be able to go watch this stuff.
That's what's up. So you know, fast forwarding into the music, you feel me? Let's talk about this music thing. Like, first of all, how long you been rapping?
I've been rapping since 3rd grade.
Damn.
So I've been doing this shit for a long time. And then for real, one of my influences sound funny, but it's Bow Wow.
Okay.
Cause I was small just like him during that time, and like it was like God put him there to show me like, you know what I'm saying, this is what you could become or this is what you could do. You young right now, but look at him. Y'all got all the similarities in the world. Stay on that path. So I learned every, like when his first CD came out with him and the Pitbull. I got my hair like that. I learned every song front to back. And then I ain't had a freestyles yet. I'm 2nd, 3rd grade for real. I ain't have all of that in me yet, but I just used his lyrics and like I spit it for my cousins and shit like they were like, she can rap. So that was me manifesting it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up. And first and foremost, let me look at all of y'all when I say this shit. You know what I mean? Yo, stop fucking playing with Bow Wow, yo. Bow Wow is a fucking legend, first of all. First and foremost. Secondly, just because he doing some nut ass shit now don't mean that nigga don't got motherfucking classic hits that still, you know what I mean, is in circulation and shit. So shout out to Bow Wow, yo. You know what I mean? He has earned the right to act up now. You know what I mean? Because yo, this man, Mr. 106 in Park, yo, that show was nothing without him.
And then he couldn't touch in the beginning of his career, he couldn't even touch his money for 5 years. So basically, he ain't even really wasn't even seeing his money until he was turned 18. So he did all of that so that people like us could have that hope to keep on going and keep on moving forward. So yeah, he can cut up a little bit.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a hold up. That is a whole soundbite right there. If you think I ain't about to take that clip right there and that shit going on the promo rail, you feel me? Because yo, you don't hear a lot of people. You like I didn't heard so many people name so many different people as their influences, right?
Yeah.
But yo, that's the first time I heard Bow Wow.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's what's up though. You know, that's what's up. You know, me being, you know, the eclectic musical connoisseur that I am. You know what I mean? I fucks with Bow Wow. Shit. Yo, he was hot when he first came out. Yeah. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
That's word to my mother. But yeah, shout out to Bow Wow. So your influence was Bow Wow, but then growing up, what was it? So when you started evolving as an artist, you feel me? What was that sparking moment when you knew, like, damn, I got it?
When I went to go record my first tape, even though, you know, I wasn't as developed as I am now, I knew right there, because that was my first time ever even doing a project. My very first one, I Am Harley Cash Volume 1, straight out of high school. And I've been doing music and writing it for so many years until I was able to go to the studio. So all I had was hope. So I knew right then and there that I had it. But then my second one, once I listened to the playback of my tape, The Harley Story, when I listened to the playback of it, and what the feeling that it gave me chills for real. Certain stuff that I was saying, I could hear my voice. The music was clear, it was clarity. It was up from right there. Yeah.
Damn, and that was straight out of high school, from high school to the league and shit. Okay.
Yep, and I had got my guidance from I had got some guidance from City of Gods.
Shout out to City of Gods.
Shout out to City of Gods, because somebody was telling me, like, discouraging me basically when I was just inquiring about City of Gods. I ain't know nothing about it. I started hearing about it. They was like, oh, you know, you don't have the clothes to be able to go in there with them. We do this in here, we do that in there. And then from them trying to discourage me and tell me I couldn't do it, probably like a month later, I had let that person go, and like I had reached out, and then I had did my very first photo shoot 6:00 in the morning for City of Gods downtown. So when people tell me that I can't do it, I know that I can now.
Facts over fiction. That's my shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, we can't. And one thing, you know, I want to interject and say, you feel me? We gotta just stop listening to the naysayers. You feel me? If anybody tell me I can't do something, that should just make me want to do it more.
Yeah.
And then that shit, I'm just gonna push more just so I can show your ass that, yeah, nigga, you sleep. You
That's
feel what I'm
facts.
saying? So, you know what I mean? Not shout out to that person that was telling you that you couldn't go to City of Gods, because you know they definitely welcome everybody down there. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yo, quit all the hating, yo. You just mad because you know she was nicer than you. It's okay. You know what I mean? You
right.
too can be nice one day. You feel me? But yo, what was your first song or first rap that you spit, right? That you heard somebody repeat?
I'm going shopping. I'm up at Neiman Marcus. I'm going O's. I got clothes.
Okay, so you was getting fresh on that song.
Yeah, so that was the one straight out of high school, and my cousin right here, and
Shout out to Cuzzo.
and her brother and her mother had that. I think that was a Burgundy Acura or something like that, and they had my CDs, and they would play it, be pulling up, listening to it. They be still pulling up songs. I was like, I don't want to hear that. Like, my voice not the same. I'm saying stuff. Please turn that off. I be beating them up when they turn on that old stuff. But that's how we started. That's where we came from.
And then that stuff is classics to them. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, but it's funny. Like, ain't it kind of embarrassing though? Somebody play something old of yours, like, yo, I still got this. Like, nah, don't play that for them. You know what I mean?
It made me cringe. Like, what the fuck is y'all trying? What y'all doing?
Right. What's really going on here?
Hell yeah.
No, that's what it is though. So what about you know what I mean? What was the first? I know I'll be having some off the wall music questions, but you know I'm in the music, so like I ask what motherfuckers every other motherfucker not gonna ask y'all cookie cutter ass niggas.
Right.
What was the first hook you wrote that was a banger? Like, all right, so you had the shopping joint, right?
Yeah.
That's the first joint somebody repeated. You know what I mean? You fresh out of high school, but what was your first certified, polished, out of the studio banger that you was like really proud of? Like, yo, there's nothing else to fix on this. This is the one.
Damn. It could. Well, I don't want to say from this album, but my first one that I knew that was like, damn, like this shit's hard. I think it's. It had to been between my song Blessing, but I was more gospel on that one. And Lord, we need a blessing, can't do no more stressing. That right there, to me, the way it made me feel, like it felt like church, but it felt like, God forgive me for saying this, dark church, like that dark ghetto spiritual Negro gospel type, and it gave me chills, and it made me feel good. So based off of the way that song Blessing made me feel, I would say it was that one.
Shout out to Blessing, and I'm gonna have to hear that. All right, so this is what I want to say too. All right, so in peeping your music, you know what I mean, I done heard a fair share of, you know, your songs, you know what I mean. That ain't all auto tune. Like it's some melody up in there. So you be singing too?
Yeah, so that's the thing with me. Sometimes it's auto tune, but I got a certain pitch in my voice where it may sound that way, but sometimes it's not. But sometimes we do use it. We think it a little bit, but I got the vocals. I got the vocals.
Yeah, because it's because I be in studios, you know what I mean, and I know what auto tune sound like, and I know when somebody's using it wrong, and I know when somebody's using it right, but I also know when somebody can actually sing and they really hitting that auto tune. And some of your melodies, I'm like, yo, she got some little vocals up under there, like, nah, that note ain't in auto tune. You feel me? So, and then little birdie told me you be singing too. So
I sing. Shout out to my mother and my big cousin Spark, cause they the two that you know, I knew that it was real, cause I listened to a lot of music growing up, but to actually physically to hear somebody make that sound, it almost used to bring tears to my eyes to hear people sing, like whether they could sing or not. I just always appreciate that sound. So shout out to my mother and big cousin.
Oh, so you saying it's hereditary? It runs in the family a little bit.
I believe into that. We got that in our spirit, yes.
That's what's up. Yeah, and I see it a lot, because normally if you see one person in the family that can sing, it's normally somebody else in that chain that got them vocals too. So that's what's up. You know, shout out to moms, you know what I mean? Shout out to Cuzzo, you feel me? And I know exactly what you're talking about when you're talking about like the emotion that you get when somebody really, really can sing. That shit like take over, you know what I mean? And it's funny, yo, shout out to my sis P, you feel me? Because yo, that's what we do a lot. Like a lot of times we sit around and smoke and just look at YouTube videos of motherfuckers singing a cappella. Good as shit though. You know what I mean? Like, yo, she killed this shit. All right, go to this one, Yo, we'll look at 100 of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But yo, that's just something I like, because that shit is organic. We are beings of energy. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too scientific, but we are beings of energy, and that's a form of energy that really can uplift your spirit. You see what I'm saying? And yo, you can heal off of that shit. Like, people don't understand how strong energy is until they wrapped up in it, or they ain't got no more of it. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yo, like, you can feel people next to you if you just shut your mouth. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit is natural. And, you know, and I think sometimes, like, the powers that be recognize that.
Yeah.
And they either, one, try to manipulate it or try to cover it up, because that shit's stronger than what people know it is. Damn, I think I just preached right there. You feel me?
Yo.
But yo, it came out of my spirit, yo. But yo, like, that's the fact though, because I'm the type of person, like, I look beyond shit that I see in my face. You see what I'm saying? Because I know that ain't right. You know what I mean? And you know, when I first started doing that, God bless and rest in peace, my cousin Raymond, when he got killed, and the way they talked about him on the news, he got killed by the police. And the way they talked about him on the news just really opened my eyes to just the fake of media. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he was an honest person. Yeah, he might have been at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong crowd, but him as a person, he was. This is for y'all, WBFF. He was not a gang member. He had 2 jobs. He had a baby on the way. And this what y'all did. And then y'all went to cover up what y'all did, because they shot him in the back while they was in the car getting away. You know what I mean? Because they was beefing at some club or whatever. Shit got crazy. Nobody like got shot or nothing at the club, but they was following the car that they was in. I guess somebody said that they got a gun in the car. So they followed the car, shot into the back of the car, and he got him and the passenger in the back seat. They both got hit through the back, but my cousin died. So then they tried to justify it, to say they had a gun. Guess where they found the gun? The gun was in the trunk. And yeah, that shit hurt my soul. Like, that was one of the saddest days of my life, his funeral. Like, everybody, it wasn't a dry eye in the place. Because everybody knew how good he was, and they knew what the news did to drag him through the mud. And they was like, yo, he was a gang member, boo, boo, boo. Yo, they just made it seem like, yo, the police killed another criminal. So imagine waking up, because it happened on the 4th. They went to a 4th of July party. It happened on the 4th of July. So I came home, not this 4th of July, but it was a minute ago. But I came home, that 4th. You know what I mean? I was drunk as shit, of course, on the 4th. I'm asleep, and imagine I'm waking up, my mother calling me back to back to back, like 5 in the morning, like, yo, back to back to back, ringing my phone. So I'm like, yo, something ain't right. So I picked the phone up, and then that's what the news was, and I'm like, damn, fucked me up for a minute. But that shit was just crazy, yo, just how it unfolded. But that shit really just started me on I call it my free thinker path. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe this shit that I see on TV. Because, back then, even though I didn't really watch the news all the time, I paid attention to certain things, and I thought it was all facts. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't know. And when I seen that shit, though, I was like, yo, what the fuck is these niggas talking about? And that's when I just started doing the knowledge on shit. Like, if I see something, I'm not going to vouch for it until I research it.
Yeah.
And then if I see some bullshit, then, yeah, I can't vouch for it.
So basically, you just can't believe just any and everything.
Yeah, because they only gonna show you what they want you to see. You see what I'm saying? And that's and that's why I said what I said about the energy. You know what I mean? They either try to hide it from you, or they try to disguise it from you. You know what I mean? So you don't know the true power that you really got. You know what I mean? Because one person, if somebody is truly in tune with their energy, they can move a crowd without saying a word.
Fact.
Look at Malcolm X. He ain't had to say shit. All he had to do was point in the direction, and that was a wrap. You see what I'm saying? And that's just a fact. That's just the real shit. You know what I mean? From doing the knowledge. You know what I mean? I ain't want to veer off too much, but I just felt as though I should throw that little tidbit in there about the energy. You know what I mean? Because I pays attention to the energy, because that's where you get the vibes. You feel me?
That's facts.
So back to your musical journey. You feel me? Who was the first person you ain't got to say the name, but what was the first time somebody called you out and you really had to, serve their ass because they didn't know you was nice with these bars like this?
You mean like freestyle wise?
Yeah, because it happens to every rapper. You're not gonna tell me it ain't happened. And then in Baltimore, somebody always got to call you out. If you rap, my man, nice too. Yeah. And they try, set it up right there.
I mean that happened a lot. Like, that happened a lot. I remember one time being on a bus not too long ago. And this dude, like, he got his phone out though, and I'm already getting ready in my head, but he got his phone out. I'm freestyling, saying all this shit. So he had the show. So I say, fuck it. I say, turn the beat on for me real quick. I just turn around. He turned the beat on. He said, what the fuck? Like, hold up. Then he tried to start flowing like me. So that happened all the time, and I'm always prepared. I'm always ready.
Yeah, because and the reason I know, everybody know I play with the bars too. But when I was young, you feel me? When I was like in my early 20s, you know what I mean? Yo, that shit used to just be crazy. Like, motherfuckers was always throwing a motherfucker in front of me. Like, yo, kill his ass. And they be like, kill his ass. Like, yo, I'm like, damn. But I would though. Yeah. And you know what I mean? That's in Baltimore, that's where we come from. But I distinctly remember one shit. Like, we was playing basketball, right? And then we beat these dudes, right? They had came around our way. We fucked them up. So they leave and they like, man, we off the big. They talking shit, how we be competitive and shit. And they talking shit. And they like, man, we off the big and better shit. My man about to go win this money. He rap. He a big time rapper, so he do this and that. We about to go get this money. So of course my man, rest in peace to my guy Mo. Mosey Wozy set this up. So anybody who know, like, oh yeah, this nigga always was into something. He was like, man, I don't give a fuck what your man about to go perform in. My brother right here will fry his ass right now. He's like, bring his ass back over here. He like, no, we going to our show. But his man's was like, nah, let me get at him. Man, I was like, all right, you go first. You feel me? He went. I mean, he was all right though. He wasn't like trash, but I knew from like when he got about 4 bars in, I knew I had him already. I was like, oh yeah, this about to be bad, because he was kicking some written shit, and it was regular. Yeah. And this was like right before like punchlines really jumped off. But I always been a punchline rapper, like from the beginning. But So when I started, I freestyled. You know what I mean? That's how I learned. You know what I mean? Freestyling on the porch, one homeboy beatboxing, and we just freestyling about different shit we see. And I was just able to really put that shit together good. Man, I tore this nigga out. I just started from your braids and just went down to his shoes. By the time I got to the shoes, his mans was already running away. Like, nah, nigga, cancel that show, nigga. I think I put that in the rap too. And no, but that shit was fun. But after a while, once I started getting into making music, that's when I really started getting serious with it. But
yeah.
And that segues to you. Like, you know, when did you start taking it like super serious? So like, yeah, I need to get the studio time. I need to start putting this shit on paper and making organized songs and releasing projects?
I feel like I was that point. When did I really? I'm trying. You got me now. But at that point, where I knew, I needed to sit down and just get this stuff done and just get this stuff written while I know that I can. It didn't come till later on when I was a little bit more like emotionally well put together. When I had to move through like the obstacles and all the shit that I was going through at that moment, that time, that's when I knew, like, I'm like, either I'm gonna have to go find a therapist or I'm gonna have to get these songs out and let this be my form of therapy. So once I started writing the songs and the playback, the healing of what I felt in my heart from listening to it, then right there I knew if I could heal what I'm going through right now with my sound, with my voice, with a certain tone of beat, if I could do that for me, I can do that for a whole bunch of other people. Now at this point, my music is about healing. The way that I'm talking about it, and just the sound of my voice, and just how my pitch go, and just how certain songs gonna make you feel better. That's as if me praying for you, and I could pray a spirit off of you. We pray spirits off of
bars.
People. So us praying spirits off of people, those songs are a part of my prayers. So whatever it is that you need healed, I can help you to get your healing faster. If not, heal you completely with my sound.
That's tough. And what I want to say is mental health is very important. You know what I mean? Because that's a part of your energy. You know what I mean? That's a part of you. You know what I mean? Did you ever see a therapist? Or you just, you confided in the music?
Yeah, I seen a therapist a few different times. Yeah, I have, because I was seeking something other than myself that I thought that they could give me. Now, they did help me to be able to speak about the things that was happening. I was able to have a voice. But at that moment, I started to realize, like, I'm kind of wasting my time here because I already have a voice. That's why God put me in front of that microphone to amplify my voice so that people could finally hear me. I don't have no business sitting right here with this lady and she telling me what I already know. I'm not saying it's not, therapy is not effective. It is, but I feel that when you as special as we are in this room, you the therapist. You are the therapist.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. Damn, that's crazy you said that, right? Because the thing about it is, and the reason why I asked you that, right? Because, even when I first met you, I feel like, we got a lot of similarities. You know what I mean? You remind me of a younger me. You see what I'm saying? Just about how you talk, how you move, how you rap. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I asked you, because a lot of people told me the same shit. Like, they was like, yo, you need to go seek somebody. You know what I mean? You angry. You always angry. And I'm just like, no, because motherfuckers is not real. I'm like, I'm not angry with no solid motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody solid make me mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if I don't agree. You see what I'm saying? If a motherfucker is solid, we see eye to eye. Like sometimes me and my bros, that's down for me, my day ones. So we disagree all the time.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna be my op because we disagree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if I don't know you and I feel that you don't mean me no goodwill, I'm gonna turn up on you.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers are like, oh, he crazy. Like, yo, no, I'm not crazy. Y'all crazy.
Right.
Like, yo, why are y'all accepting this? I don't see. I stand on my own energy. You see what I'm saying? I might coin that. That came off the cuff. But it's the truth. You feel what I'm saying? When you speaking the truth, you drop one liners. But
Yeah.
I stand on my own energy. So if I feel like you compromising my positive energy, I got no choice but to give you the other energy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I got to get you away from me. Like I said, like we didn't reach olive branches, and I could say this at any time. We have reached olive branches out to other shows to help them, and they have turned their back on us. You can't come back. And I'm gonna say it to YouTube, and I'm gonna say it to Facebook. And you know who you are. You can't come back. But those who are solid know who they is too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 1500 Phil know he can get anything from me at any time. Man, hit me 3 a.m, man. It's on go. It's up.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference. Ain't nothing crazy about that. Why I need to talk to somebody who not qualified to deal with my energy? You see what I'm saying? Like, no, I need a real certified elite electrician to talk about my energy because I be feeling a certain way and I ain't going to disguise it. But if I tell you the truth, you're going to think I'm crazy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Why you want to go through that?
And see, now at this point, I start to see people for who they are. Like when I'm listening to you talk and I feel your energy and you speak about energy, I see that you more in tune than what you know. And how you said earlier, for real, a person could see who you are way before you even know who you are. And that's
right.
Good or bad. And energy transfer is for real.
Let's go. Yo, you spitting that shit. And like I said, though, you can have your mouth shut and a motherfucker already know what you about.
Already.
Straight like that. Cause I be sensing it. And if I feel something bad in your energy, I'm not gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, that's me too. Cause I walked past somebody a while back and I felt this feeling in the pit of my stomach, and I have not spoke. I ain't speak to this person in probably like in a year and some change, and I see him all the time, and I do not open my mouth to say nothing. I don't have no more business with you. You done showed me right then and there, and you don't even know. You ain't even open your mouth, but I felt you, and I don't want nothing to do with you. Cause now my intuition is spiking and popping up, and I'm dreaming about you and shit. So now I gotta leave you alone. You don't even know what the disconnect was, but I don't question God. My back do not gotta be up against the wall to cut somebody off no more. You start to show me them.
That's a fact.
Red flag is a red flag.
And they always say, if somebody show you who they is, believe them.
Yep.
And a lot of times we spend time like trying not to, trying to ignore it because we want the best for people. You know what I mean? And sometimes it just ain't in them. You know what I mean? They don't mean you. They don't mean you no goodwill.
And we can't try to keep on using all that energy to try to change them or stick around until they change. If it's something you want to do and you don't got nobody with you to be able to do it, go do it by yourself. Go do it by yourself. And then once you start doing shit without people, then they be like, well, why you ain't call me? Why you ain't? Well, I'm tired of waiting around for you. I'm ready now.
Facts.
Let's get it now.
Facts over fiction. You feel what I'm saying? And then we just said all this, right? We done talked about some real shit early in the game. You feel me?
Fact.
Like, I need to hear some music. You feel me? I need to hear some music. Like,
Turn up.
all right, so I got some joints, right? Let me make sure I'm connected to the boards. You feel me? But I got some joints. Let me see. What's the first joint I put in here? I'm going to go in order. Well, no, let's do this. You sent me 3 joints, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite one out of the 3?
Which ones? I sent you Still Here.
Still Here, Love Me, and What About It?
Damn. Still Here, Love Me, and What About It? I love all of them, but out of the 3, my favorite is Love Me. And
can you talk a little bit about that though? What's that entail?
So basically, it's basically like 50 Cent 21 Questions. Like he asking basically like, if I was down and out this way, would you still love me? I said, if I was ugly, would you still take my pictures? If I was dusty, would you still, give me kisses like that? Like, would you still rock with me? Or to my person that I'm with, would you still rock with me even when it don't even look like, I'm winning? I'm talking about have $1 million on a song, because I've seen where artists before me have spoke not speaking on something that they don't have nothing to do with, but they speak it into existence so that in a year from now, can turn back and look like, damn, I called it. I must have knew it. I energetically knew that I was going to be a millionaire. And I just wrote about being a millionaire. And I'm in the middle of the trenches. I live in the middle of the trenches. So I could see better than where I'm at right now. So this love me, that's what basically love me is about. Like, I'm speaking this into fruition, but can you love me now?
So this is what I want to do. Well, this is what I want you to do. I want you to look at them cameras right there, and I want you to introduce your song.
Man, what's up, man? I am Harley Cash, man.
Yeah.
Big Angel, man. Longway Records, man. This song right here is off of my album. It's called Love Me. It's called Love Me. Will you still love me? It's called Love Me.
The loners, live on the loners, you feel me?
Let's get it. The heart of the city, man.
D-Mark got that heat on him.
If wasn't getting money, would you still love me? If I didn't have these millions, would you still trust me? Would you still take my pictures if I was ugly? Would you still give me kisses if I was dusty? If I wasn't getting money, would you still love me? If I didn't have these millions, would you still trust me? Would you still take my pictures if I was ugly? Would you still give me kisses if I was dusty? I came up off a blast and some say I'm lucky. Some of my people with me and some said fuck me. When I didn't have these millions, they didn't trust me. They ignored me, they ain't really love me. Had to keep my head high when shit was getting ugly. When my daddy went to jail, left his baby in the streets. It seemed like every night I used to have bad dreams. Came a long way, be the team. I had to change my mind, everything ain't what it seemed. I seen a lot of gold, but all glitter don't gleam. I had a lot of people praying that I didn't change. But how I worked so hard just to stay the same. Kept a lot of green, and I'm stepping on the scene. You will never see me blue, long way on the chain. Every night I talk to God, thank you God for the fame. Gotta keep moving, watch my do me thing. If you ain't getting money, would you still love me? If I didn't have these millions, would you still trust me? Would you still take my pictures if I was ugly? Would you still give me kisses if I was dusty? If I wasn't getting money, would you still love me? If I didn't have these millions, would you still trust me? Would you still take my pictures if I was ugly? Would you still give me kisses if I was dusty? I know you know I do it big, I know I'm not Lil' Kim. They try to knock me off, but their chances were slim. If it's a layoff, I move the weight like the gym. I say it's a layoff, I move the weight like the gym. It's a grand slam, world in my hands. Got a lot of money, man, I got a lot of bands. I gotta thank the man, gotta thank the man. Was a part of God's plan, all a part of God's plan. Now I'm flying out to Shanghai and Japan, Dubai, Italy, Chicago, here I am. Whole load of bands and we flying first class. Hasta mañana, see you later, I'm relaxed. I'm in the yellow, ask the money, really like the jag. They did me to my brother, it was getting too fast. Put the money in the counter, counted too fast. My name is Harley Cash, I done came up on the bag. Yeah, money, would you still love me? If I didn't have these millions, would you still trust me? Would you still take my pictures if I was ugly? Would you still give me kisses if I was dusty? If I wasn't getting money, would you still love me? If I didn't have these millions, would you still trust me? Would you still take my pictures if I was ugly? Would you still give me kisses if I was dusty?
Yeah. Harley Cash, love me.
Man, let's get it, man. Heart of the city, man.
Yo, I'm loving that right there. You know what I mean? Yo, that's fire.
I appreciate that.
Nah, yo. So what who made that beat right there?
Bobby Bands.
Shout out to Bobby Bands, yo. That was tough right there.
Big love.
Yeah, I like the I like the premise behind it. You know what I mean? I like the flow of it. Of course, I like the pitch. You got a unique sounding tone. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, man.
But it comes across like is high pitched, but it got bass in it. I don't know how to explain it though. Like that shit got a good delivery to it though. Like your words are real crisp and clear. You know what I mean?
Shout out to T-Boz from TLC, because she kind of showed me how to like have a voice like that and then be able to tune it, even if I need to go up or down, or if I need to stay right there in the middle. She basically was my guide for how I could do my voice.
That's tough. And shout out to T-Boz, definitely. She's a legend.
Yeah.
And she's another one with a unique tone, you know what I mean? And as you see, they made millions off of that. They might not have been seeing the millions originally, you know what I mean? But Big Rad 4 Love off the first hit. But you know, they eventually got to the bag, you know, through the litigation and all that. But I'm glad she finally started getting coins off of, you know what I mean, the work she put in, because she definitely got a unique voice, and that's what carried the group a lot of the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to T-Boz, but shout out to you, because that Love Me joint is tough. Let's get into the project though. Like, you know, it's called what?
Heart of the City.
Mm-hmm. And what's your release date for that?
May 29th.
So that's right around the corner then.
That's right up the street.
Is you ready to release?
I'm ready.
Everything
ready.
done and chopped up and good to go?
Yes, sir.
How many joints you got on there?
I got 18 songs on that.
Woo, we got a full project.
18 songs. I kind of I really just wanted the people to just be able to have something to go off. I kept like fussing about putting too many songs on. I'm like, I didn't know what to do. If I had to just do a couple, if I just do. So some just said, first I was stuck on like 11. I'm like, all right, then I changed to 11, 14 went to 18. And I'm like, all right, 18 is perfect. And then the very last song is a song called Granny. That's about my grandmother. And that's how I closed out this chapter, this album. That's how I closed it out with, you know, while I was writing this album, my grandmother passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
I was alright. I appreciate that though. Well, she passed away, and then again, this my healing. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So that was my best friend. And people, you know how we is about our grandmas. That was my life. That was the breath in my body. That was everything.
Right.
And for her to pass away in the middle of me doing this, and before she passed, she just was like, I just want you to just keep making. She used to say my name like Harley Cash. But she said, I just want you to just keep making your music. And she was just telling all her friends about me, and she get to start going to church and praying for me to keep doing my music. And she just really just wanted her grandchild to just be happy, and she knew that this brought me my healing. And when she passed away, I could hear her speaking. I know that might sound, but she was more concerned about my mother's healing. So once my grandmother passed away, I heard her voice, and I looked at my mother, and she said, now she can heal from all of that stuff. So she gave her life for a generation to heal. So she had to break us. She broke us completely into pieces in order for us to be able to be rebuilt into the strong people that we are today. Because not only was I real close to her, you know, my cousin right here was like, that was like her other grandchild for real. You would have thought that was her grandma. But, you know, I got Angel now. We got Angel,
right.
so.
Facts. No, I definitely believe in that too. You know what I mean? You got somebody watching over your back, somebody who can help you channel your energy. You know what I mean? While, you know, our focus been on energy. You know, spirit is energy. You know what I mean? Shout out to your grandmother, yo.
Yeah, big love, Gracie, Ruth, Dickie, Gamble Cheer. She want me to say all her names. Gracie, Ruth, Dickie, Granny. I said Granny Cheer. Look, Granny, you got too many names, girl.
Right. so you know that multiple nicknames ain't start with our generation. You feel me?
Nah, yeah, she got like 100,000 names, and she was real into fashion as well. So that's another thing. My clothing line is called Fife, Forever Ying for everything. And then again, another angel that, you know, I lost somebody that was close to me that passed away, and he's as well. He brought out when he passed away, it brought out my thug side though. Like I never knew how deep I could get into the streets. Like it's like I just turned into something. Like I got the ability to just be whatever and whoever I want to be. And I just so happen to be able to just make this music, and I got energy from heaven. So I'm gonna keep on continuing on and writing this music, and we gonna see where it go, cause I can't let heaven down. That's the last thing I want to do, and I got help. And I might not have a push behind the label right now, but I got my own label, and like again, I got energy coming straight from my power source, which is God. I got energy coming straight from God, straight to me. So whether I'm already there or not, spiritually, mentally, physically, all that, I'm already there. Like you take a quantum leap. Quantumly, I'm already there. I just gotta catch up and get right there. But it's 1,000 things that our spirit then already went and did that we didn't even see ourselves doing yet, but we about to do it, but we gotta catch up to ourselves. So that's how that go for me. I'm already there. I just gotta catch up to getting there.
That was serious right there.
Yeah.
But I felt it. You know what I mean? It's like I understood it. You know what I mean? So this is, and I wanted to. You brought it into fruition, right? But you've been pushing Longway Records for a long time. When I first met you, you was doing your Longway Records thing, right?
Yeah.
And I see you still doing it, and I'm proud of that. What's it like being an artist, but also trying to run your own label as well?
Well, basically, I feel it's basically like a humbling experience, because I'm going in it. You know how you talk to somebody and they like, yeah, I know, I got it. I can't be like that, because no, I don't know, and no, I don't got it. But I mean, I don't have it all to do it all on my own, like how I've been doing it. But like I said, through the grace of God, I'm able to do it. So basically,
yeah, no, I feel you. And hey, the proof is in the pudding, because you know what I mean. Since I've seen Longway Records, I've continued to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that means you're being consistent, and that's a staple of being successful. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So shout out to you, shout out to the Longway Records movement. You feel me? We definitely want to give you a because we're doing the volume 2 of the Loner tape. You know what I mean? We made a mixtape for the show. It came out 2 years ago, but every artist that came on the show had an opportunity to submit a song for the Loner tape. I did it up real good. I got my man JG to mix it all up.
Dang, that's what's up.
We put clips of the show in there as interludes, you feel me?
Dang.
And then we released it on all the platforms. So it's on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, it's on all of that. You know what I mean? It's a solid project, for anybody that's out there, you know what I mean? If whatever music platform you got access to, you can definitely pull up Social Loner Saturdays, hosted by DJ JG. You know what I mean? It got hella bangers on it from a lot of artists that have been on our show before. So it speaks to our longevity. It also speaks to our connections out here in these streets. Okay. RIP to G Songs. He got an interlude on here. He was a guest on the show. That's my man's. And he said I used one of the funniest clips from his episode as an interlude on there as well. I definitely had to pay blessings and homage to him. So I'm proud of the project. It still gets bang. People still be banging it today. And we about to for this summer we about to hit them with volume 2.
Turn up. Hopefully y'all hear my little beautiful voice on there.
No, ain't no hopefully. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, we gonna push out the hope and just make it dope. You heard me?
Yeah, turn up.
I'm trying to think of something slick to say.
Turn up.
But all right. So we done talked about Harley the actor or the actress, Harley the rhyme spitter. You know what I mean? Harley the musician, the vocalist. You see what I'm saying? Harley the label owner. You know what I mean? What's Harley the person like? You know what I mean? What are you into when you're not writing this music or singing, these melodies, you know what I mean? Or running your label?
Well, when I'm not being productive in the music, on the other side, I'm a family person. I'm like sometimes the go-to person for real. Mm-hmm. And of like my friends and the people around me. So for real, like I think my energy kind of like it speaks for itself. Like I'm a good person. Like I'm a extremely like blessed person. Like I get to see life through a supernatural lens. Like I ain't walking around regular or whatever. I'm like you.
Yeah.
We supernatural. So I'm working on my spirituality. So I hear things, I see things, I write. I'm writing all. That's all I do. I write. I work. You know what I'm saying? I work. I got God kids, so you know I'm spending time with them, teaching them about God. I'm most of my time. I spend a lot of my time praying. I spend a lot of time chanting. I spend a lot of time with God. I spend a lot of time with God. Was Harley like the person? I can turn up, but I'm laid back. I'm reserved. I'm really, I'm about my money. My ideas, again, writing is such an important tool. Like one of my prayers. That's the best thing about me. My love for God, that spirit, that energy, that divine, like my love for just the stuff that go on up in heaven and the angels and how the grass grow and nature and taking care of animals. Like that's me. I take care of animals. I take care of people. I work on myself. My life, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Even my life outside of making music is good. It's a good life. I won't lie to you. I don't really want for nothing. I make a little bit into a lot, and that's with the grace of God. So my life is just spiritual. I live a very spiritual life. Like I live life high. Like for real, smoking weed high. And
Hey, it's
yeah, I
from the
smoke.
earth.
I blow. My little sister called me Bob Marley. I blows. But and yeah, that's my life is. I live a very divine. Like I live a very spiritual. Like really really like spiritually like up there type of life. So I live a good life. My Hannah Montana life, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. I got that thing going on for real. So I'm in it, and when I'm not in it, I'm out it. But I'm working on me to be in it. Like my heart is made for this shit, whether I'm in it or whether I'm not in it. I believe I'm still gonna live a wealthy, abundant life just because of that spiritual, supernatural part.
And that's tough. And what I took from it, like, you don't need much to make yourself happy. You know what I mean? Some people can't. Some people need to go on like shopping binges and thinking it's making them happy, but then tomorrow that shit old. You see what I'm saying? It's already old. It was old when it hit the shelf because that shit been out there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never was a person like, don't get me wrong, I like to get fresh and shit. But you know what I mean? That's not what makes me happy.
Right.
That's just a hobby. You see what I'm saying? But I can, like you said, like you can give me nothing and I can find something out of it and chill off of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts.
So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. What's your sign?
I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra. What's yours?
Sagittarius. I'm the Sagittarius. You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. Libras and Sagittarius is like peanut butter and jelly.
You feel me?
That's for real though. Like even like I was seeing how Libras and Sagittarius work together like as couples. Like they was basically saying how like, all right, Jada Waiter, she a Libra, and then Lil Baby is a Sag. But the way that they get along, like their anger, like they can get there, but they work good together, like energetically, because Libra was born under a certain star, and Sag, I guess some type of way, you rock with that star. And then everybody who I love is Sagittarius. First and foremost, Nicki Minaj, Lauren London, Dominique, Maisha, like Quantia. It's a lot of people in my life that Sagittarius is that really, 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 really be on some divine spiritual type shit that they just beautiful.
And this is the thing, like I ain't no religious person at all. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't go in churches, but I will sit and talk to you about God all day if you really talking about it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's too much other shit going on in churches. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you got the wisdom to speak about it, I talk to you about it all day. Like my homeboy, he came home from jail. He back in, but get home soon. But he's smart as shit.
Yeah.
He done read both. He done read the Hebrew Bible and the King James Version. You feel me? And I love talking to him about the Bible, yo. Like, cause he knows shit that you don't hear in these houses. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hearing him talk about it, he could talk all day about it. I'd be sitting there listening because it sounds like a movie, yo. Like he be breaking that shit down. Like, I'll be like, damn, for real? You know what I mean? It don't be your typical stories like everybody tell you the same stories over and over again. They gonna Sodom and Gomorrah you to death. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's much more to it. And you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not religious, but I believe in spirits. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I believe in higher powers. You know what I mean? But I don't need you to put no label on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To steer my belief. So people that try to labelize it and generalize it, and you're going to hell if you do this, and you're going to hell if you do that. I'm like, you don't even know what hell is. How you going to tell me where I'm going? You know what I mean? Right. So, I know my energy is good and my shit is positive.
Right.
Like, it's yours because you judging the shit out of me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look, I feel like we already made it through hell, and to me, hell is a mindset. Cause like I study Buddhism for real, and what they teach you is, at one point in time, you could have been the grandmother, and your grandmother could have been your grandchild. So they basically teach reincarnation. So when you pass, you see the light or whatever, but you come right back. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and they believe that, the same way that you live is the same way so if you live angrily, that's how.
That you gonna go.
Yeah, but when you said something about, you felt angry and shit like that, I wanted to like piggyback off of that for real.
Okay.
I feel the same that you feel, but now I don't need a therapist to tell me, or nobody from Johns Hopkins, nobody from nowhere to tell me that what I'm experiencing is anger. It's not anger, it's passion. And I'm like you. I don't have a talent, because I want it so bad, but not just want, but I need it to happen to the point where I'm willing to cut anybody and everybody off who I feel that is playing a game with this. I'm not going to dare let nobody play a game with what I got going on, because it's not easy to sit down and learn this type of stuff. So if you ain't listening and you don't want to take no direction, of course that'll make you feel angry, but you're not angry. It's just your passion. Like
that's a fact.
You probably feel like you more passionate than the people playing with this shit. And we could really make millions and billions of dollars. Not even just the money, the freedom, the mindset. This a platform. Do you know how many lives and how many giveaways and how many lives we can change over this air? And you gonna come in here and sit right here where we sitting at and play with it? Nah.
Right.
So that's why I feel it ain't anger, it's passion.
Right. And the thing is that I'm not like I don't be mad at y'all. Like, yo, you got to be more important for me to be mad at you.
Fact.
But if I'm leaning on you, yo, I'm disappointed in you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even if I go upside your head, yo, I was disappointed in how you spoke to me to even think you had the audacity to even try me. You feel me? But I'm disappointed. It's just disappointment. And on the same token, if you still needed me, I have the human decency skills to still look out. Like, if I got the power to help you and you're on your last leg, I still may help you even if I hate your guts. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. Same.
Like, I don't want to see you fucked up. I just don't want to see you around me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it ain't that heavy. Why? It's just funny. Motherfuckers be thinking shit so heavy, yo. Like, it ain't that heavy, yo. Like, I don't even think about you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yo, come on. Oh, you mad? No, yo, who are you?
Right,
you feel me? First of all, reintroduce yourself, because I don't know you. You feel me? Right. But yeah, and I don't need nobody with no piece of paper to tell me, because I ain't got no piece of paper. You know what I mean?
Facts. So
we ain't seeing eye to eye. I got my education different through experience. Right. That's a greater college. You see what I'm saying? I went out there and got mine. You know what I mean? And no shame on anybody who did, because your path is your path.
Right.
But that wasn't my path, because people was trying to push me. Oh, you gotta go to college. You gotta go. I don't have to do shit. You know what I mean? But wake up and do what I'm gonna do.
Facts.
And it's crazy, because I wish I would have had the power to step out on my own sooner. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I could have
same.
been to that bag, but I was caught up listening to people telling me what I should do, and that shit held me back because that's not what the fuck was for me.
Facts.
Because what's for you is going to be for you all day long. You know what I mean? You can run away from it. You can hide from it. You can get under the bed. You can go fucking hide in the closet. Guess what? When you step out of that motherfucker, it's still going to be there waiting on you. Because it's yours. You know what I mean? Stop denying it. And I had to, I had to really adhere to that. You know what I mean? And that really steered me in the right direction. But the direction I want to steer into right now is, what about it? You know what I mean? Tell me about that.
So what about it? So I was actually going to do some relationship stuff, and I couldn't get the person to talk to me, and it was like so frustrating. Like I just could not get them to speak to me about what I needed to speak about at that time. And it was like the matter was so important to me, but to them the way they carried it was like, what about it? Like whatever. Like it don't mean nothing. Like, but to me it meant everything. So I was like, you know what? I started praying, God, I don't want no more clarity from this person because it's holding me back. Let me just move forward. So this was my healing and my release from the person, from what they had over me. They had a hold on me because they wouldn't speak to me. They wouldn't communicate with me, and they know communication is important. So they used it against me. So I used this song as a stepping stone so that I could get out of that situation. And ever since I went to go lay this shit down, that situation, I ain't had nothing else. I ain't want to talk about it no more. That was it.
Well, guess what? You just sold that motherfucker right now. I gotta hear this shit now. Damn, that was serious, yo. So like, yo, check this out, YouTube. Check this out, Facebook. This Harley Cash. What about it? You know what I mean? This is how, if people don't want to communicate, this is how you break the communication right here. What about it?
I ain't even mad about it, knowing I don't care about it. Never wanted to hear about it. I was in my feelings about it. Let's just keep it real about it. Nowadays I chill about it. I ain't even mad about it, knowing I don't care about it. Never wanted to hear about it. I was in my feelings about it. Let's just keep it real about it. Nowadays I chill about it. Had me ready to drill about it. I just had to heal about it. I ain't even mad about it, knowing I don't care about it. Never wanted to hear about it. I was in my feelings about it. Let's just keep it real about it. Nowadays I chill about it. Had me ready to drill about it. I just had to heal about it. I've been ready to drill about it. Don't care how you feel about it. You the one that doubted me. Thought you would be proud of me. Supposed to keep it real about it. I showed you my heartstrings. Seem like you don't care about it. Changed up all my biddies now. I can see it in your face. You always in your feelings about it. I can hear it in your voice. Girl, you in your feelings about it. You don't want to hear about it. You say you don't care about it. You the one that brought about it. Why you being weird about it? Seem like you running out of time. I ain't worried about it. Got a fetish for that paper. Yeah, I'm getting murdered about it. I ain't trying to fuss about it. I just wanna talk about it. Just know that if I love it, I would make the burner spark about it. I ain't gotta gossip about her. I ain't gotta squawk about her. Nothing that I need about her. I ain't gotta talk about her. Every day was something else. Really kept it dark about her. Yeah, I got feelings for her, but I don't wanna talk about her. I ain't even mad about it. No, I don't care about it. Never wanted to hear about it. I was in my feelings about it. Let's just keep it real about it. Nowadays I chill about it. Had me ready to drill about it. I just had to heal about it. I ain't even mad about it. No, I don't care about it. Never wanted to hear about it. I was in my feelings about it. Let's just keep it real about it. Nowadays I chill about it. Had me ready to drill about it. I just had to heal about it.
Serious.
Turn up.
Straight to the point though, like, yeah, I don't even want to hear about it. You feel me? I don't even care about it.
I was ready to drill about it. Really.
Hey, I know how I get, yo. I know how I get. Hey, we all been there. You know what I mean? We all been there. Whether we was the communicator or the communicatee. Right. You feel me? We all done been there. No, I like that right there. I like that vibe right there.
Turn up.
That sounds like something I could smoke to and ride down the highway and shit with the top off. Yeah. I ain't got something with this, I can take the top off, but I can visualize that.
You about to?
You feel me? You know what I mean?
I promise you.
Fuck like me.
With this
album, I have a sound effect for that. I would have had to drop a bomb for that. You feel me?
Yeah, yo. But for real, that's what basically what I want to teach people about this album, though. You can speak that shit into fruition. Because just May 29th, that's about to come out. Everything that I speak in that, you about to see. You about to see. Like, it's like, maybe it's happened already. Maybe it has not happened yet. But I put it in the energy. Because even with that song, I said I just had to heal about it. When I heard the word healing, I just got this chill. And I know what it's going to do for everybody else. I just want the people, even people who, you know, they go through suicidal thoughts and shit like that. Even people like that, I want them to be able to listen to. Let me turn on Harley Cash because this song make me feel so good. Let me just listen to that. There's a million lives we get to save.
No, that's serious right there. No, facts. Like, and I do believe in the speaking things into existence. Yeah. I spoke this into existence. Facts. You know what I mean? Kept talking about it. I am or DM'd a couple of people like, yo, what you think? You know, you trying, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, it turned into a group conversation. And then, you know, 7 years later, yo, we rocking out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that, yeah, you right. Shit.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Keep speaking more. Even more. Keep speaking more. Like, sometimes you gotta become delusional. But when I say delusional, you gotta, like, even with, like, when you get in your car, like, when I get in my car, what I say I want to turn the car into? You remember? Right. I drive a Honda right now. I said in a song that I have, I done seen my Honda turn into a rave. You feel me? So one day when I ain't least expect it, that motherfucking Honda gonna be a rave. And that's how I stay strong, cause that's how you bring it in.
Yo, say less. How about that? This is what I want to say. You got some bars?
Yeah, can I get a? Which I want me to spend something. Let me get a beat though. Let me do a little beat.
Get whatever beat you want.
I turn on A Boogie, King of the City. King of the City type. Instrumental. Let me see. I got something. I put this.
Man, I want you burn that shit.
It's in my head.
Man, hold on. Let me get my motherfucking sounds right. Let me get my sounds right. Because I got some shit.
I'm going to have my cousin record this shit.
That's a bet.
Yeah. I miss my iPhone 8.
Let's go. I was looking for my gunshots. Facts.
Let's get it. It's He Boogie, King of My City instrumental.
Wait a minute, we don't want the one with the hook. Hold up. They try to give me the one with the hook. No, we ain't doing that, Jordan.
I don't need no fucking hook on this beat.
Y'all not about to give us the one with the hook.
Turn up, man. Social loners, man. I'm Harley Cash, man. Yeah. Turn up, man. Let's get it, man.
Live and direct. It's the loners in the building. Harley Cash. Let's go.
Yeah. Mama used to sell dope. Daddy used to sell coke. I just gave the city hope. At the end of my rope, I just pray that God know that I hate to be broke. Make a way for my soul. In Miami with the Zoe, I'm the man of these hoes. I'm demanding these hoes. Let these niggas, I'm the king of the city. Yeah, I run shit, no Diddy. They comparing me to Biggie. Putting work, no Iggy. And that pussy getting jiggy. And that pussy getting busy. And that S550. Yeah, my wife got some titties. Where does she ride with me trippy? Even my dog rock Fendi. Eagles don't fly with the pigeons. She thinking I'm out with a mistress. I ain't worried with these bitches. I can't fuck with no nigga. Rest in peace, rest in peace, the ying I be bippin'. I get fly with my nigga. Shed a tear, just cry for my nigga. Wish you was here, so get high for my nigga. Nigga, I am the king of the city. 6 rings in the city. I done follow my dreams in the city. Big B's in the city. Some niggas ain't leaving the city. I got keys in the city. I got keys in the city. Keys in the city. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. It's opportunity once in a lifetime. Harley Cash, nigga, get it right now. I'm a bipper, so you know I'm gon' shine. I'm like wine, the more time I'ma be fine. Lock and load, yeah, the street's mine. I know you heard it do the grapevine. Give me respect or I take mine. By my family, I break ties. Gotta watch for the jakes with the snake guys. I'm about my business, yeah, ties. Got a residual 9 to 5. We've been working every day just to stay alive. To my old life, I just had to say goodbye. We gotta go and gotta get it. No time to cry, no time for lies. We keep the work moving like we on a water ride, and that's how we rock. It's Longway, nigga. Fly high, young yang, man.
Longway Records, man.
I'm Harley Cash, man. Let's get it, man.
Harley
Big
Cash
love,
in the
man.
building.
Social
You feel what I'm
loners,
saying?
man.
You know what we doing. Let me shoot them a couple times. You know what I mean? Ain't letting them get out. You heard me? The loners, the rap.
Let's get it, man.
Yo, man, you got bars. I already know. You know what I mean? So, yo, let me get some shout outs. You know what I mean? Give me some shout outs for all the people that, you know what I mean, that put positive energy in your grind. And shit, you can even shout out some of the people that put negative energy in your grind. Because guess what? You ain't phasing us.
I want to give a shout out to Teresa Davis. I forgot to mention that I'm in a series called Kicking Indoors, and I appreciate her for just having that vision, and shout out to her for just, you know, putting me behind that camera and just letting me play myself, like be myself. I want to give a shout out to my mother. Just want to say, you know, thank you for just putting that music in front of me and just instilling everything, you know, that you taught me. And like the Bible say, I will wear your wisdom around my neck like a medallion. Shout out to my father for sending them raps home from jail and showing me how to structure my songs and showing me how I was supposed to put my bars. Shout out to my grandmother for just giving me that swag, that wisdom. Shout out to my aunt for just giving me the street knowledge. Shout out to my cousin Icy for just giving me love and just showing me love. Shout out to all of the dope boys who I didn't even know was on the block selling dope when I was little. I just loved to be around everybody, but they even taught me how to pay attention and focus. And shout out to my first grade teacher for mistreating me, cause that gave me the favor of the Lord, cause God look on to his children and his innocent, and he see that, he gave me favor for that. For the lunch lady for bringing medicine to my house when I wasn't feeling well. Shout out to my next door neighbor, Miss Cookie, for cooking for me, cause she know I don't know how I cook, so she makes sure I'm fed. Shout out to my cousin Calais right here for just being here with me. Shout out to my little cousin Darion, Mr. Star Money. Shout out to my godfather Booby. Long live Booby, rest in peace Booby. Thank you for showing me how to have that swag with the ladies.
That's important.
Yeah, shout out to all my grandfathers and all my grandmothers. I don't have no grandparents living. Each and every last one of them is angels. Shout out to my best friend Krishana DeMarco. Shout out to you for just giving me that energy and just rocking with me and just giving me a chance.
Alrighty.
Shout out to Tone Tracks for mixing and mastering the whole thing and just putting up with my shit. Shout out to 808E for just being there for me from the jump. Minutes. Shout out to G-Bay for helping me. Shout out to all of the people that was against me, told me, oh, you too boyish, or you too this, or no, that don't look right, go put a dress on. Shout out to all them people who didn't accept me, because it taught me to have self-love and accept myself. And most importantly, and last but not least, shout out to God, because I didn't think that this was me, so he allowed me to, I was in the closet. So after I got baptized, I feel that God told me, go ahead, be yourself. So I took the tracks out, took the wig off, and I got my braids. And then from braids to locks. So shout out to God, and then shout out to myself for just believing in me and believing in the energy that's around me. And another thing, shout out to all of the projects in Baltimore that I have lived in. And that's from Cherry Hill to Brooklyn, the Westport, the Mount Winans, up the Avenue, McCullough Homes. Shout out to the struggle. And Who else? Am I forgetting somebody? I mean, if I am forgetting anybody, then forgive me, because either way, I got my own special things that I'm going to do for the people in my life. I'm going to be a blessing and even more to the day that I leave this earth. So just shout out to everybody who had something to do with Harley Cash and the people who worked together with me, the people who believed in me when I ain't believe in myself. And shout out to Philly from City of Gods. Thank you for believing in me. And just thank you for that advice that you gave me early on, because I keep it with me. Thank you.
Yo, let me say this. That probably was the greatest line of shout out ever on the show, because we always give people an opportunity to do their shout outs. Yo, that might have been the most heartfelt shout outs that I seen. Like, yo, that was that.
I appreciate
That's gonna come out good on the replay. I'm telling you. Man, and shout out to you. And that's what I want to say. Shout out to Harley Cash, you know what I mean? Because it's good to see, you know what I mean, you still doing your thing. Yeah. When I first met you, I already knew you was a star, and I told you that then. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, you don't sound like nobody else, yo. I said, oh my God. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know what I mean, shout out to you. Like I said, you got an open invitation to get on the Loner Tape.
Turn up.
You got an open invitation to get on Me and P Project. You feel what I'm saying? And yo, man, it's lit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's up from here, man.
Straight I'm like here. That.
It's up from here. And y'all need verse or whatever you need.
Say less. Open. Likewise, you know what I mean? I make tracks too, so say less.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Look, check it out.
Blah. You feel me, man? These hands go to work. You heard me?
Up.
You know what I mean? Album covers, all that too. You know what I mean?
For real. Oh yeah.
That shit coming off my. That shit I be putting up. I ain't buy from nobody. That's off of my pen.
Hopefully we can work with Shorty. I'm getting a little tired of your. Oh, we get the
little pumice. You feel me? So this is what I'm gonna say. Yo, first and foremost, this has been a dope ass show.
Turn up.
Been great, you know what I mean? May 29th, Heart of the City. You know what I mean? The passion is coming on full display.
Yes, Lord.
She's standing on her own energy. You see what I'm saying? She can't be nobody but herself. And guess what? When her calling came for her, she answered. You heard me?
Yeah, I definitely did.
You heard me?
On the second knock, but I answered.
And guess what that was a perfect segue for? I didn't even know I threw myself this alley-oop off the glass. You feel me? I'm about to dunk it backwards. Because guess what? She's still here. Yeah. And that's what we going to get into.
Hey.
You feel what I'm saying?
Hey.
I do this. The loners.
Turn up.
Harley Cash, still here. You know what I mean? 1500 Par City Radio. Social Loners, the livest podcast in the land. You know what I mean? We out here heating up your Tuesday nights. We had to move from the Saturdays because I got too much shit going on the Saturdays because I'm popping. But, you know what I mean? Let's get into that still here. Harley Cash. Let's go.
Yeah. I ain't caught it in a minute. I don't need no time to
D-Mark got that heat.
Thank God that I shed my last tear. I done made some mistakes, but somehow I'm still here. And I had to face my fears, for my niggas ain't here. Now I'm living like a king, so I had to grow my hair. I thank God that I shed my last tear. I done made some mistakes, but somehow I'm still here. And I had to face my fears, for my niggas ain't here. And I'm living like a king, so I had to grow my hair. I thank God that I shed my last tear. I done made some mistakes, but somehow I'm still here. And I had to face my fears, for my niggas ain't here. And I'm living like a king, so I had to grow my hair. Make the 40 bang, no I don't play fair. I keep the Desert Eagle inside of the Montclair. Yeah, I blow a lot of haze, you can smell it on my head. See everybody asking about the clothes that I wear. I say all the biddies notice me, they stop and they stare. They say, girl, who is that? They say, girl, that's Harley Cash. She say, are you happy to see me? I say, girl, that's just my year. And I gotta keep it on me for them niggas over there. And I keep some hitters close, ain't no telling where they at. And they gon' really pull up, it don't matter where they at. I remember bipping hard, my first car was a lag. I was only 11 when I held my first gag. And I had a dream about Scooter, he say Harley up next. He say step on they necks, or do disrespect. I done really bossed up, I done came up on the chat. Now you fucking with a bipper, got them niggas upset. I thank God that I shed my last tear. I done made some mistakes, but somehow I'm still here. And I had to face my fears, for my niggas ain't here. And I'm living like a king, so I had to grow my hair. I thank God that I shed my last tear. I done made some mistakes, but somehow I'm still here. And I had to face face my fears for my niggas ain't here. Now I'm living like a king, so I had to grow my hair. I leave it up to God, I'm an angel like a lid. When I think about Ying, yeah, I still be shedding tears. When I'm looking at myself, I can see him in the mirror. I'm only getting richer and my vision getting clearer. And I still chase my dreams, I can see him getting nearer. And I had to break it down, no Tetris, I'ma build it. Had to get my son out them project buildings. This mother came up on a couple $100 billion. Saved up my money, now them 20s I be peeling. She gave me some pussy, I ain't call her in a minute. If she ain't my wifey, I don't make no time to lick it. Last time we kicked it, hit the bitch addicted. My new girl, super loyal, she the thickest. Lately I've been ballin' like I'm planting for the Sixers. Psalm 91, got it tatted like a scripture. On the magazine, I be posing for the picture. I thank God that I shed my last tear. I done made some mistakes, but somehow I'm still here. And I had to face my fears for my niggas ain't here. And I'm living like a king, so I had to grow my hair. I thank God that I shed my last tear. I done made some mistakes, but somehow I'm still here. And I had to face my fears for my niggas ain't here. And I'm living like a king, so I had to grow my hair.
This has been another Social Loners classic, and that's all I'm saying. Harley!
Turn up, man. Heart of the city, man. May 29th, man. Let's get it.